Yeah, Friday morning. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys having a great day. Welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. We are rocking and rolling, ready to go this morning as we are up about 38 points in the S&P. Little bit of a rally higher that we've seen from yesterday's market sell-off. So real quick announcement for those of you that are new viewers or you have been here regularly, go to tradersarmy.com/summit so that you can get a chance to register for our upcoming Trader Summit. It is in Anaheim, California. We are looking forward to having you there. This is basically the last day to register is today because we are there May 16th and 17th. So if you are in the California area and you want to come and watch some really, really great presenters talk about how to navigate these markets, please go and do so. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the markets. S&P up 37 this morning after a little bit of a rally off of this confirmation demand area. We then came through the bottom of it, so really it didn't give you a great entry. I mean, you hit it once. It did come back down into it late in the afternoon and then popped away through it. So not really a great entry opportunity. And we're not looking at longs in this market anyway. We are identifying, where's the best trades, and the shorts are going to be the best trades. And so I will say that in the overnight, we've kind of started to chop a bit sideways. I don't really have a phenomenal setup for today. Because we're heading into the weekend. I'm in a risk-off position over the weekend. A little bit of a risk-off position heading into the weekend, primarily because I don't want to hold something going into what we don't know can happen. There's been a lot of drama around what cryptos have done, right? The crypto collapse, as many people are calling it. And how is that going to bleed into equity markets? And so today, for intraday opportunities, you may get a breakout above the Globex high. But if you do, then you've got some supply pretty close to you up above. If we get a pullback on this smaller time frame, you've got a little level right in here, not formed at a good time of day at all. This is not the time of day that we like to look for quality levels, but there are a couple of areas where if we come back into those zones, you might be interested in taking a long. But overall, I'm still going to maintain my short bias. If you do get long above this breakout, then certainly look to take profits fairly quickly on a 2-to-1 reward to risk. NASDAQ, looking at the NQ, we see another 15-minute level up above us. Yesterday, I looked at a little bit of a breakout below the Globex low, and unfortunately, we got a little poke below, and then it rallied up. So for now, I'm going to put a line here at these lows, 11,689. And then you've got this 15-minute supply area up above us. The downside of this 15-minute supply area is that we're basing in front of the level, right? And so basing in front of the level, traditionally known as the KOD or the kiss of death. So not typically a good opportunity here unless we come up into the very top of this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove this area. I don't feel like that area is going to give me as strong of a probability to get long. Here's that same level of demand on the 15-minute time frame of the NASDAQ as we saw in the S&P. But I don't like this one as much for the upside breakout because it's actually not setting up as cleanly as the S&P is on that upside breakout. Maybe gives you the opportunity, but I don't know that I'm going to be willing to jump in and take it at the moment. I guess you theoretically, I'm going to put it here for those of you that are interested. I'm not as interested, but you certainly could take a look-see if you want to jump on that. But remember, anytime you get more than a 2-to-1 reward to risk on these, I think that's where you would look to take a little bit of money off the table in that case. The Russell also sitting right at our breakdown point, hasn't quite gotten to that breakdown area as of yet. Rolling over a little bit in the Russell. Certainly, this is going to be our weakest market, has been for a while. I would anticipate that trend to continue. So heading into the weekend, I'm not holding any of these equities long over the weekend. I will tell you that much. I'm not holding them short over the weekend because I'm not sure which way we're going to roll. if you do choose to hold these futures contracts over the weekend, make sure that you use options on futures as a way to hedge and protect some of those positions. I think that options on futures are a great tool in order to hedge and protect. And certainly, if you don't know how to use options on futures, there's a free class at tradersarmy.com. Go to the free trading videos. There's a session on options on futures. Crude oil this morning, we are up about 1.5% at sitting at 107.78. Looking for where would our reversal trade be on crude oil? Where would we find the best areas and levels? And when I'm sitting here at the 1 hour chart, actually, let me go to the 4 hour first. So looking here at the 4 hour, our 4 hour chart has begun a new uptrend, right? Higher swing highs, higher swing lows. We can clearly see the higher swing high and higher swing low coming right through here, right? Swing high, swing low, and then a new swing high. So I've got two consecutive higher swing lows, two consecutive higher swing highs. So telling me that I'm probably better off in this instance being a buyer. So looking as a buyer at our demand areas that come into play, I look down to the left of the origin of strong rallies, and I don't really have a good one until I come all the way down here at 104.17 by 103.52. Once again, certainly if you want to take a breakout above the Globex high, you can, as long as that's coupled with quality basing. One touch, two touch, third touch would include the basing that's necessary. We are sitting right on an hourly supply area as we speak, right where this wick over wick supply area is, right through here. But we're basing in front of that hourly supply level. And so that makes that hourly supply level a lot less prevalent and a lot less usable. Moving over to gold, looking at gold yesterday, we had taken a look at gold below this level. We did get a decent little breakdown below that level. Gold ran off yesterday during the day below that breakout trade, and now setting up, I think, above us. This is our best, highest quality supply area, but gold is also selling off, dropping there pretty hard. Taking a look at bonds and currencies, we're seeing some strength in the bond markets, though the U.S. bond markets are showing a bit of strength. 4 hour chart has given us a little bit of a direction change, right? You could even call that a fairly sloppy head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. Little bit of a direction change, though, indicated in the 4 hour chart. And so I'm not looking to get long until I would get above maybe a clear swing. I don't have any great demand areas to lean on, but certainly the 4 hour is telling us, hey, our downward is at the very least losing a lot of steam, and you could have a decent reversal right up through here. The ZB, our 30-year, bounced off of our confirmation supply, moved away, and so our next area of supply is up above us. The one I was looking at today was the euro. We talked this week about the breakdown in the euro. Some of you were able to catch this move. If you didn't catch this move, we talked yesterday about taking this move, and we got a really nice move away from that in the euro. It's come back up and retested that level, so very similar to the prior breakout that we had. If it comes back up into here, look at a short opportunity. The same trade basically existed in the Aussie that we spoke about yesterday. The Aussie broke down, gave you a pretty good entry, allowing you to take a little bit of cheddar. We have not yet come back and retested in the Aussie, the area up here. And so looking at that, if you really want to be aggressive, you've got a little tiny wick over wick right here in the Aussie for a potential short. Just very recently formed as a way to get in. So those would be the main levels that I'm looking at today, especially the Aussie, the euro. Both look pretty good from a currency standpoint. The S&P, NASDAQ, and Russell all look potentially for this breakout above here for a day trade. But once again, like I said, I'm not holding anything over the weekend in the futures markets unless it is hedged with options on futures. So that's all I have for today, everybody. If you guys have any questions, as always, send us an email, support@tradersarmy.com. Until Monday, I will talk to you from our Trader Summit. Thanks so much. Looking forward to seeing you there. Talk to you soon. See ya.